How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's a rainy, gloomy sort of day here in British Columbia today, and I'm just out doing my walk. Again, part of my physical therapy, although I was walking long before I needed physical therapy, so it's nice that that is a big staple of my recovery. And it's also very nice to have some different scenery for a change, other than, you know, walking around Walmart or Fish Creek Park. And today is just going to be sort of a get ready for the week day. So I'm traveling back to Calgary tomorrow to have my week with my little girl, which means I will be living out of a duffel bag. So I got to get that all ready with my clothes, her clothes, anything else I might want to have, you know, regular packing for a trip sort of thing. My tiny home on wheels, otherwise known as Lucky, will be staying back here in British Columbia at my parents' place. My brother and my parents' neighbor will actually be checking in on everything at the house because I'm taking care of my parents' cat as well, and Penny will be staying behind for this trip too. So we better go say hi to her, get her nice and cozy, and get that new water dish set up for her. And then, yeah, I'm just going to be sort of taking it easy today, but having a lot of pain near the end of the day. Maybe it's because I'm walking on a little bit more uneven terrain. There is a hill I have to go back up here when I'm on my way back up to the house and whatnot. So I don't know, but I think it's probably a smart decision to not push myself too much today. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. There are exciting days, there are active days, there are boring days, and there are relaxing days. Oh, Zeke, come here. Come here, Zeke. Local puppers. Hi. You guarding the pathway? Hey, are you guarding the pathway? Doing such a good job, yeah? Yeah? Oh, you want me to continue walking? Okay, hang on. I'm coming. Let's go. Let's go. This dog just makes friends with everybody, although I think he thinks he's guarding the path to the lake. I walked down here, obviously, once already. And he gave me what for until he realized, oh, he knows my name. I must know this guy. And there he goes. Making choices, Zeke. How you doing, Miss Penny? Yeah, hello, hello. I figured out. You haven't had a recycling water dish for a very long time, have you? I know. All right, let's get her together. Oh, cool, look at that. It can run off USB or the wall. Obviously, we need it to run off the wall, but having a USB option is kind of neat, too. I guess that's kind of like par for the course these days, isn't it? Hi. Look, and it's a cute little flower. Look. Look, the cute little flower. What this? I know. So does this just... Whoop! Oh, there's all... Okay. There's filters. I thought it was supposed to come with more than one filter. Yeah. I know. I'm gonna miss you too. I'm gonna miss you too. I'll be back. I'll be back. All right, we got a little with water. Let's see how this thing works. Shove the flower in. Ooh. Hey, Penny. Look. She's like, yeah, and? I'm not thirsty right now. That's for you. That's for you. Look. Uh-huh. I bet you when you get thirsty, you'll use it. I didn't know it lit up. That's kind of cool. There you go. For when you get thirsty. Good girl. Okay. This is the duffel bag I will be living out of. So we got to get as much stuff into here as we can, but not go overboard. We're going to be I don't even know what it is, 4 days or something like that. So I think I already packed this with, yeah, socks and underwear. So there we go. Put that in here. Now, my little girl, we'll get that organized. We're gonna need a couple flannels for the trip because obviously, so there's some flannels. Whoa, careful, Penny. Almost didn't make it there. T-shirt, some pajama wear. Wait. T-shirt. I'll throw in one T-shirt, like I'm there one day. There we go. 3 T-shirts, 2 flannels. I'll have whatever else I'm wearing. I'm gonna need my toiletry bag, which is in my gym bag. There we go. Perfect. Then we just need one of these little containers for my daughter. Got a little warm down here. I had to take the flannel and toque off. But there we go. Look at that. In there is 4 outfits worth for my little girl. So that's pretty cool. And that's just going to fit right in the duffel bag, I assume. And then this right on. Actually, this could go on the bottom. Yes. Although I need to put one of her flannels in there still, but it's in the wash upstairs. All right. I think this is pretty much good to go. In terms of clothing, zip her up. It's not nearly as full as I thought it would be. And where I will be staying in Calgary, I may want to do my own cooking. So we're going to pack up the little... Why is there a memory card in the little frying pan? Hashtag Vanlife. I pack this guy up into one of these storage containers in Craze. What else we got in here? We got Ziploc bags. Probably don't need those in there. We got mixing flannel. Probably don't need that in there. Extra toques. Oh yeah, we got our Jetboil pan in there as well. I think this little frying pan should fit. He's a little sharp and pokey, but he'll go. Awesome. Frying pan stowed away. What is this? More mumbo jumbo. Too much mumbo jumbo in this little Jeep. All right, well, I think it's time to get the Grace sign from Alan mounted on to Grace's front bumper here. I'm just going to use the self-tappers that I picked up in Silverton yesterday and pray for the best. Sometimes that is the best approach. All right, sorry Grace, this is going to tickle a little bit. Easy peasy. Take her out. Extra secure. It's a little concerning that I can put self-tappers into the bumper this easy without any sort of like resistance. Doesn't give me a lot of confidence when I start thinking about the crash. And there we go. Not too bloody shabby. Seeing that on there, I may have to, we may have to swap out the one plate that's been on in front of Lucky for so long, the Brooklyn plate, and get the Lucky plate up there. Then there will be no concern for either one of the vehicles to have any sort of identity crisis. This is the thing I constantly worry about with these two. Probably going to be pretty cold when I'm in Calgary, so I'll probably only need my toque, but just in case, we're going to grab a ball cap as well. You can sit right next to the peanuts and, oh yeah, Got these at Princess Auto when I was there. Am I gonna need these with me? Probably not. Those can stay in Lucky. A few last minute things I want to bring back. Just gonna set them here at the door of Lucky. Grab them when I get back because I kind of want to, in the interest of relaxing, continue to do that. Just, my mind won't stop working though. I need this, I need that. No, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't. It's a real struggle. And I've misplaced a phone cable, as I do. That's okay. The world is filled with them. What we will do, grab the keys, turn up the lights, grab this cloth and some protector spray. Need to give Grace a little bit of a wipe down just on the console area. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw up here was where my dad put it. Yep. My little camping stool that's supposed to be in Grace. Oh, that's my grandma's old license plate. So let's get this stuff into Grace. We're gonna go work out the solo stove. I also have a hankering for something that's so very me, but since I'm in Sticks and Bricks and have access to an oven, it's gonna be a little bit different than it normally is. I am getting ahead of myself though. That's for later tonight. I decided against pulling the solo stove out for now. It's a little too rainy, and I didn't wear the rain jacket. I'm just being a pansy, but I will have plenty of time to bring that fire pit out to the shore or wherever and have myself a fire. So instead, I decided to come into town. So I got to go to the grocery store for some stuff for dinner. Anyway, come down here to the campground area, and I'm walking towards the swimming area right now. And I know I might sound like I'm repeating myself sometimes, but there's a lot of new people around here these days, which I'm very thankful for. I wouldn't get to continue to make these videos as frequently as I do if it wasn't for people joining the channel and constantly watching, so thank you very much. But this is the swimming area that I basically grew up in, kind of. This is where I spent my summers. While I was aware of what camping actually was, I never really did it, honestly. Well, definitely not as frequently until I moved into the van and do all the camping trips that I do with my cousin in the summer. But primarily when I was growing up, my parents owned property right here in the town, not very far from here actually, just up the road. And this is where we would come every single summer. Depending on who you ask, it's a little bit more picturesque in the summertime. But I still think it's beautiful. Just the way that the clouds hang so low on the mountains. And anyways, a lot of time spent set up over here, swimming out to the dock, and just spending the whole day in this little area. You can kind of see the rope that says, "Hey boaters, don't come any closer." And there's a playground up there. There's a wash house with showers. The campground actually exists on both sides of this field here. On the far side, which I've gone to lots on the vlog, is the lake side or the non-powered side. It's also where the boat launch is. And then on this side is actually the powered side, which yes, there's still power sites, but they've also sliced and diced all of the sites up so that there is many more sites available, because this place fills up like that. A lot of memories in this place. It's probably why it's one of my favorite places in the world, if not the favorite place of mine. It was my second home as a little boy, right? So many memories. I met so many people too, like fleeting one summer friendships, and that was it. There was a couple people I tried to stay in their lives, but it would be other campers and stuff, right? And just those like summertime friendships that you have. It's funny now in my older age. I don't remember a lot of them. There were some that were actually, some friendships that were with some of the local kids here. And I know a lot of them have grown up and moved away, and they're probably doing a hell of a lot better finding where to put their glasses on their Dixons. Those I remember, the names that stick out. Tommy, Tamlin, Dennis, Mitchell. But yeah, a lot of memories around here, which is great. That's why I love coming back here. And I'm now fortunate enough to be creating brand new memories with my little girl, which, I don't know. I just think it's pretty darn cool that this place has stood the test of time in me. I guess I have my parents to thank for that, for being stubborn and not taking me gallivanting around to a whole bunch of different campgrounds every summer and just kind of having a second home away from home. It's too bad that place wasn't around. It used to have an old house that was built during, well, I don't even know if it was built during World War II. Maybe it was built before then. This whole village used to be a Japanese internment center back in World War II, as far as I understand it. And there's a whole information center you can go to here to learn about that. And the house that was on the property that Mom and Dad owned was that. It wasn't livable. It was, you know, it was still hooked up to power and whatnot, and maybe sewer, but we never, nay. We had a camping trailer parked on the property that actually came with the property when my parents bought it, and that was where we primarily stayed. When I got older, I got the gumption to spend a few nights in the house. Spooky. That's okay, maybe there's just some things that are best kept in my memory and shared through stories. Well, doesn't look like the rain's gonna give up anytime soon, so maybe we go get some food and stuff some tacos in our face. Kind of. Oh, yeah. This has finally made its way all the way across to the other side. So that's great. At any moment now, the windshield will just snap in two. Yeah, I don't think that's actually how that works, but I did book an appointment for Grace this morning for when I'm back in Calgary, so we'll be getting some new glass. About $247 all in, taxes and everything, so that's not too shabby. Same place I got Lucky's windshield replaced at. One time that I did that. Super cool. I just got recognized over at the Canco by Gorilla Gold. He's one of my Patreon supporters. How you doing, buddy? We'll say hi again, and it was nice to meet you in person. Very rainy day. He pulls up in his car and just says, "We want a video out tonight." I said, "Nay, not tonight. Tomorrow." It was very cool to meet you, sir. Thanks for pulling over and saying hi. Now, time to go into Newmarket Foods and get some grub. Oh, I really hope they have what I want. You ever get your mind set on something, then when you can't have it, utter disappointment. No disappointment tonight. Old El Paso Taco Bake. I've only made this like a handful of times in my life. The first time I made it was like, how do I remember the year? Like 2008. And it's just a different way of putting tacos in your face hole. But it's nice because it bakes in the oven. Now, you could probably get away with this in a van probably by using an oven, if you have an oven in your van. I don't. But maybe cast iron, some sort of thing, or a slow cooker. The thing is like being in the oven, it gives the edges a nice little crispiness that you can't really get any other way. I suppose I could use a propane torch and fricassee the edges that way, but it's super simple. Just cook up some beef and then make a beef and cheese pie. It's the only kind of pie I want that has meat in it. All right, I'm gonna start cooking. It's early and I don't care, I'm hungry. Look at me getting to use a proper range. Actually not as big of a deal as you might think. A lot of the time what y'all don't get to see is every Wednesday, well, almost every Wednesday, I'm making tacos over at my cousin's house for us, but still, for the purposes of the channel, this is kind of weird. It looks good. Last couple days here, I've actually just been keeping it super simple and I haven't really done any cooking. I do have a little egg cooker in here. My mom left a bunch of eggs behind and they are now hard-boiled with half of them in my belly. Not just today, but over the course of the last few days. Just been doing that and yogurt and just kind of keeping it very simple. I don't like the idea of having to do a whole bunch of dishes. Obviously I will have to now, but the taco itch was very present. Plus I don't want to have any dishes to do when I get back here in a few days. So cook up some beef and then clean the dishes. All right, cooking beef, super boring. Much better. Now we can add our cup of water as well as the seasoning that came with the kit. Get that all mixed up. And we'll be that much closer to building our delicious meat and cheese pie. What? What are you saying at me? What are you saying at me, Sheba? You're just like Penny. It's not your dinner time yet. Good girl. Meow. No. Good girl. Half the cheese sauce, which is in this very fancy pouch. That's how you know it's quality cheese. It comes in a floppy pouch. Half of it's got to go into the meat mixture before we start building our pie. So now I need a knife to slice this open. Me without my Leatherman. I'm so domesticated. Okay. And turn it off. Cheese sauce. So about half of it is that. Oh, you give me cheesy meat. Save the rest for a icing drizzle. We get all that mixed up in there. Woo! There we go. Cheesy meat. Now let's build a pie. All right, instructions say about 1/4 of the meat mixture. Sweet. So separate your meat into 4 equal-sized portions. Make sure they're not even a tiny bit off. You should probably trade in your flat wooden spatula for at least a spoon that you can scoop with. This is gonna take too long. I want you out this way. Get out of the pan, meat. Spread it around. Oh, that's clearly not 1/4. There we go. It's also probably better practice to start if you're gonna put more on any layer. Make it the bottom layer. Build up. Engineering 101. Come on now. Then we take another tortilla. We cover up 1/4 of the meat. Rinse and repeat. All right, looking good. Let's get this bad boy in the oven. 15 minutes on the clock. Everybody knows what that means. Hey Siri, start a timer for 15 minutes. Oh. Crispy looking little taco bake. Wait, get a coaster. We wouldn't want rings on the table. There we are. All right, Did I just go get a coaster and leave the oven mitts in the living room? I sure did. Okay. Come here, you. Ooh. I wanted green onion to put on the top, but Newmarket didn't have any sad day. You know what? Now that I'm thinking of, hang on. My mother always has green onions in the fridge. Ah, there. Now I have some green. Just put the whole thing on my plate. Why am I being so? Come on, let's go. Ooh. There we go. Presentation is everything. It's very small in comparison to the size of the plate. Must mean fancy then in that case. It's gonna make it even fancier. All right, bone apple tits. Want to see a magic trick? Watch this grown man make the meat cheese pie disappear. Oh, I'm bound to be in a food coma real soon. All right, Sheba. You ready for some wet food? You can also see the bottom of your hard food dish. I understand that's probably very upsetting for you. Let's see what we got here. Toppy top up of this. There we go. Yes, it is. Meow, 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 meow. There you go. Enjoy your meat puck. No? That's what I thought. What? Is it your turn? Did you hear me feeding Sheba? Did you hear me feeding Sheba? Yeah, all right. You're next. Ready? Come on. There you go. Yum. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Going up and down those stairs reminding me, my pain is a little out of control right now. And I didn't have any pain meds left downstairs, so it's a good reminder to make sure that I pack them for tomorrow. And they are in there. Okay, I actually found the phone cable I was missing earlier. You wanna know where it was? In the pocket of my pants. Anyway, I've been giving a lot of thought to what I want to do to Lucky. Not like that. Everybody just calm down. In terms of, well, little projects that I've already mentioned and some potential other projects that I haven't spoken about yet. I was in here last night just kind of sitting in this exact space and pondering, well, the space and decisions and whether or not a big old redesign is in the cards. That definitely is a future Matthew problem. Nobody got time for that tonight. How many of these do I have left? Well, that's an unopened bottle. That's perfect. Maybe we'll leave that one and bring the open bottle. All right. Got what we need. Put there. Need that cable. Yes, we're gonna bring all this stuff for Brooklyn. All right. And of course, it's pretty much stopped raining now, but it's a little dark out. I'm not going down no creek right now. That shouldn't mean that I can't enjoy a fire outside.